Hi guys, and welcome to Strawberry Vinegar. This is a anime visual novel game, as you can see by the fabulous title screen, by the way, which I find really adorable. Yes, that's a demon girl. Yes, that's a girl with pink hair. Yes, this game is going to be slightly weird. But anyway, let's start a new game. Feed me, or I'll reap your soul. After hearing those ridiculous words, my whole life was turned upside down. Day 1. Monday. You'll understand why there's a day system. Hold on. That's also our father. He's got pink hair too. Hey there, Ri. How are you feeling on this beautiful sunny day? I feel fine, thank you. I stifle a yawn with one hand as I slip into my seat at the kitchen table. Words are very hard for me today for some strange reason. I'm a responsible girl, so I always wake up early in the morning, but that doesn't mean I like doing it. In fact, I hate it. I'm also doing the true ending for this game, so stay with me here. I turn the brightness up so I couldn't see. The sunlight hurts my eyes, and I'm forced to turn my head away from the open window, directing my gaze down at the wooden tabletop. I always thought this wooden table clashed with the meticulously white, incredibly Western decor of our kitchen, but I've grown accustomed to it over the years. I think this table used to belong to Grandma Nozomi, so Dad would never throw anything away. It's a precious keepsake of his mother. Not that she's dead or anything, she's just been refurbishing her house, and she got rid of some of her old furniture. I bet other people would find my kitchen weird. Not just my kitchen, my whole house. Which is distinctly non-Japanese, but that doesn't bother me. It's not like I ever invite anyone over. That's also our mother. Yeah. Mom sits across at the table, one leg crossed over the other, reading the newspaper. Dad is busy serving breakfast, white rice, pickled cucumbers, and miso soup. Dad's a pretty good cook, so he makes most of the meals at home. He has a whole drawer full of aprons to pick and choose from, and his greatest pleasure in life seems to be selecting which one to wear each morning. Mom, by contrast, doesn't like cooking that much. Her fingernails are long and carefully filed, and she hates it when they splinter or get dirty. Mom is a popular actress, and she cares a lot about her appearance. You might have heard of her. Her name is Shirakawa Yukina. I probably pronounced that wrong. I apologize. I don't watch enough anime. Mom and Dad are pretty dissimilar, but they get along well enough. I don't think I've ever heard them argue before. I'm glad to know you're feeling alright, Ri, and you'll feel even better after you try this. Breakfast looks good, just like always. The rice is perfectly cooked, light and fluffy, and topped off with crunchy sesame seeds. That does actually look super good. The pickled cucumbers have been cut into precise coin-sized shapes, and they're piled up on my plate. They're glazed with vinegar so they shimmer under the lights of the kitchen. Yes, this entire series is going to make you hungry because it sure as hell did me whenever I played it so I could get all the achievements. I bought this game the same time I bought Rose of Winter, Christmas time. So yeah, I was pretty hungry then. The miso soup is light brown, neither too thick nor too thin, and it's been bulked up with white cubes of silken tofu and diced spring onions. Tofu is not really meat. Okay, so if you ever watch Teen Titans, Beast Boy, he doesn't eat meat, he eats tofu because he turns into animals. Why would he want to eat something that he turns into? Because that'd be a little weird. The onions float lazily on the surface of the soup while the heavier tofu sinks to the bottom, absorbing the flavor of the fish stock and soybeans. I picked up my chopsticks and bowed my head. That's also respectful. Thank you for the food. There's no need to thank me, Ri. I'd do anything for you. I don't doubt it. Dad likes cooking for me. He doesn't have anyone else to pamper since Mom's always on a diet. I'm glad Dad enjoys making me food, but the look of expectation on his face as I bring my chopsticks to my mouth is kind of disconcerting. He's so obsessed with watching me eat that he hasn't touched his own food at all. I have a slight hiccup. If I told him I didn't like his cooking, I think he'd cry. There's a lot of responsibility to place on the shoulders of a 9-year-old girl, don't you think? Food looks so good right now, except for the cucumbers. I eat pickles, but I don't like the taste of cucumbers. Fortunately, the food tastes just as good as it looks. It always does. The pickled cucumbers crunch satisfyingly when I bite into them, and their coolness contrasts nicely with the warm miso soup. As for the rice, it's steamed to perfection, neither too soft nor too hard. It's filling, yet I still find myself wanting more. Yes, you can burn rice if you did not know that. I've never done it because I don't like rice, but it has been done. So, what do you think? Do you like it? It's good. Thank goodness. I wasn't too sure about the pickled cucumbers. I usually let them sit in the fridge a little longer, and I thought the vinegar might be too overpowering. No, it's nice. It goes well with the rice. It creates a good contrast, I suppose. I'm so happy. That's exactly what I was going for. Thank you, Ri. Dad reaches across the table to ruffle the top of my head. He's a little over-enthusiastic with his show of affection, actually, and he almost knocks over Mom's cup of green tea. Be careful, dear. Sorry, Yuki. It's alright. Just try to be a bit more careful next time. And if you're really interested, Dad's name is Sakuraba Kazuki. Unlike Mom, you've probably never heard of him. There's a reason why Mom and Dad don't have the same family name, but it's not that important. I know it's unusual, but don't worry about it. I don't think my parents ever do. At least, Mom doesn't. You should try to remember that some of us have filming to do later today. I don't want to turn up with tea all over my new dress. It costs quite a bit, you know. That old nag Sato would have my head if I dared arrive looking less than perfect. I'm sorry. I know how hard you've been working. I don't want to make things worse or more difficult for you. Mythic difficulty. Thank you. See to it that you don't, dear. So, did you read anything interesting in the paper? Nothing terribly exciting. Some small publishing company around here went bust, but that's of no concern to me. I'd advise against going on walks in the forest during the evenings, though, dear. And why's that? Don't you remember what happened when all the people in that advertising company were laid off? Businessmen can be awfully melodramatic. Ah, I see. Don't talk about things like that in front of Ri. You'll upset her. I think Ri's old enough to understand the finite nature of human life by now. We all must shuffle off this mortal coil eventually. Maybe so, but do we need to be reminded of it when we're eating? Perhaps not. You're right. I've been working on this hospital drama for too long. There are only so many dying teenage girls one can handle in a day. And speaking of work, I must be off now. I don't want to be late. Mom takes one last sip of her tea, then sets the cup down on the table with a small thud. The life of an actress can be pretty hectic. She's always in a hurry. She keeps tapping her fingernails against the tabletop, even when reading the newspaper, as though desperate to be on the move. Okay, have a good day, Yuki. Take care of yourself. I will, dear. Mom blows a kiss at Dad, then pauses by my chair for a few moments. Ri, I did read something in the paper I thought you might like to hear. What? It said that this week should be particularly eventful for you Virgos. Apparently, you will encounter new friends, have many new experiences, and face a series of great challenges. Doesn't that sound exciting? I guess. Well, I suppose it would be if horoscopes were any accurate measure of the world around us. They're always so vague and unfixed. Only superstitious fools set much store in them. But you read them in the newspaper every week. That's because they're romantic, I suppose. Even though I don't believe in them, it's nice to imagine that maybe, just maybe, the stars really can determine our fates. I don't get it. Silly child. It's fine, you don't need to. I was just being silly. Mom winks. I bet all the boys in my class would love it if she winked like that at them. I think they all have crushes on her. Even some of my teachers have crushes on her. I just thought I should warn you, if horoscopes are at all accurate, you might be in for quite an interesting week. Mom exits the kitchen with a small cough. She waves at us over her shoulder, but doesn't turn around. She's far too cool for that. I know Dad certainly thinks so. Even after all these years, Yuki is still so mysterious. She's so cool. See, I told you so. Told you so. Unlike Mom, Dad's really predictable. I can always preempt what he's going to say. I rise from my seat and walk over to the fridge. I feel like having a glass of milk, even though it doesn't go well with miso soup. Milk is nice and refreshing, and it helps keep the bones strong. I drink a lot of milk. All the time. I'll have like a lot of milk a day. Milk is delicious. Especially chocolate milk. I actually have some chocolate milk next to me too in my Supernatural cup. Because I love Supernatural. Sadly, it's cracked because my cat Cora decided to drop it on the floor one day at our old place and cracked the outer part of it. But the crack wasn't a through and through. So it's completely fine. It's still usable. And shattered the straw that was used for it. So I have a different straw that goes with it. Let's not talk about that. And yet, sorry about the little gurgles if you hear those for some reason. I hate that. It just happens. I'll be talking next thing you know, gurgle. And I just spoke the mic like a little ninny. The milk that should be there is not. It's vanished. It's vanished. There you go. So, well, that sentence didn't look right. We can't have drunk it that quickly, though. There was a full carton of it only a few days ago. Was this the work of a thief? A poltergeist? Or else... Dad, were you giving our milk away to the neighborhood cats again? So you caught me out, huh? Totally predictable. Like I said. I'm sorry, Ree. I'll buy you some milk from the store later. That'll make it up to you. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'll get some myself on the way back from school. But since I'm the one who gave all the milk away, I should be the one who goes to buy it, shouldn't I? I already said it's fine. I meant to buy some things from the convenience store anyway, so this will just give me an excuse to finally do it. I see. How clever. Not really, anyway. I'm heading out now. This Monday morning really is the same as the last Monday morning, and the one before that, and the one before that. Nothing out of the ordinary has happened, and it'll probably stay that way. Horoscopes? What a load of nonsense. School is dull, just as always. I try to focus, but it's a sunny day, and the characters in my textbook start blurring together. I rub my eyes with the back of my arm, but it makes no difference. What is wrong with me today? Window seats like mine are regarded with great jealousy by my fellow classmates, but I hate sitting here. These seats are good if you want to waste your education staring into the sky. Try to look mysterious, but they're not so good if you actually want to take notes. When lunchtime rolls around, I end up sitting alone, as per usual. The room fills with chatter, but I don't say a word. My lips remain clamped together. I only open them so I can eat my lunch. It's not like I'm lonely or anything, though, so please don't misunderstand. I'm not being bullied either. I could go and talk to people if I wanted to. I just don't. I like being on my own. Same. My mother is pretty famous, so I get asked questions about her a lot. It's always, your mother's so pretty, Ri, or could your mother introduce me to Yamada, Ri? Or just how rich is your mother anyway, Ri? It's never, how are you today, Ri? Or could you help me with my homework, Ri? Or did you catch that TV show that was on yesterday evening, Ri? Nobody asks me about me. That's probably because they're not interested in me. I learned that a long time ago. My horoscope this morning might have said something about making new friends, but I don't want any friends, new or old. In all honesty, I can't stand other people. This is her pajama set, which looks too fancy. I think they should be finished by now. I put my pen down and get to my feet, stretching. The bones of my arms click alarmingly. I wonder if I should take this as a sign. Maybe I should drink more milk. Well, that's not my fault. I try to drink my milk, but somebody keeps getting in the way. Does Dad care about the homeless cats that stalk our streets more than he cares about me, his only daughter? I wouldn't put it past him. He goes berserk over anything small, cute, and fluffy. Well, I bought some milk on the way home from school, so I guess I can have a glass of it now. That wasn't the only thing I bought either. I also picked up some butter, cocoa powder, and eggs. Sounds like you're gonna make some brownies. Most people don't know this. I don't have anyone to tell, but I really like baking. It's a hobby that I picked up from Dad, since he's always in the kitchen. I didn't go to kindergarten when I was a kid. I stayed at home with Dad, and he looked after me. I was too small to see over the tops of the kitchen counters back then, so Dad got me a stool to stand on. I don't need that stool anymore, but I think we still have it lying around the house somewhere. Dad isn't the most reliable of people, but he was a good teacher. Some might question the safety of giving a 4-year-old girl a sharp knife, or letting her stir soup over the oven, but Dad kept a careful eye on me, and I never cut or burnt myself once. He taught me a lot of useful things, like how to peel potatoes, how to cut onions without crying, and how to tell when chicken is cooked all the way through. Baking was always my favorite, though. I liked sprinkling flour over the worktops, imagining that the kitchen had been caught in a snowstorm, and rolling out dough with a wooden pin. I especially liked cutting out shapes in the dough with all the different cookie cutters Dad had stashed away, squirrel-like, in the kitchen cupboards. It used to feel so rewarding when the cookies or pies or pastries Dad and I made came out of the oven, piping hot, ready to be eaten. I still enjoy baking now. That's what I was doing earlier before I made a start on my homework. I saw these cute cookies on the TV show that looked like little chessboards, set with alternating black and white squares. As soon as I saw them, I knew I had to try making them. Ow, my elbow. The smell of warm dough that drifts from downstairs is delicious. It's almost like it's calling out to me. I hum to myself in higher spirits than usual as I head downstairs. I wonder what I should eat my cookies with. Milk is always a good choice. Warm cookies fresh out of the oven so hot they scald the fingertips are even more delicious when paired with cool, refreshing milk. But maybe I should try with coffee instead. The bitterness of coffee beans mixed with the sweetness of the cookies as they crumble in the mouth would create a great contrast. Hot chocolate might be nice too. Hot chocolate with whipped cream on top, then combined with cookies, gives two familiar yet subtly different sweet flavors. There are so many options it's hard to pick just one. But when I open the kitchen door, ta-da! I see something, or someone rather, who definitely shouldn't be there. Cliffhanger! And it's been like 20 minutes. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys. Stay kawaii, and have fun out there.